Good morning guys, and a warm welcome to Alan's Allotment. I want to start off today's video by saying thank you very much for all the subscribers. I really do appreciate you taking the time to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs ups and all the rest of it. It really is appreciated, guys. We're now up to 169 subscribers the last time I looked. So we sort of jumped from 49 subscribers to 169 in a matter of about 3 weeks. And I'm really pleased about that. And I'm going to assume that I'm providing some content that is useful to some individuals. I also want to thank people who have made comments in the sections below. I really do appreciate those comments as well, and with new ideas for new videos going forward. Not in this video, but in the next video. I have a very good friend, Robert, who has very kindly helped me out with the identification of some of those colours that I was actually showing you in the last video. And it transpires that, like I said, I'm no genetics expert, and I'll keep reiterating this, I'm not a genetics expert. I'm simply a colour breeder, and I breed what appeals to me. I know the baseline colours and patterns, but when it comes to complex genes like toy stencil and frill stencil, I have to hold my hand up. I don't know a great deal about it, other than it's a very complex gene. And I'd also like to thank at this point Cuban for his comments in the sections below and the corrections around toy stencil and the 3 different types, the TS1, TS2 and TS3. I'd also like to thank him for the help with that toy stencil doesn't have the spotting in the tails where it's frill stencil that does. So thank you very much for your comments, Cuban. I really do appreciate that. As I say, I have a very good friend, Robert. I won't mention his second name because I don't want to have him inundated. Who is very knowledgeable around genetics. And Robert watches my videos. I'm not sure whether he's subscribed or not, but he does watch the videos. He's a very good friend of mine who I met last year sometime on Facebook. And we have exchanged birds in the past. So Robert gave me some very good insights into some of the colours, and we'll give you some corrections on that according to Robert's comments. He has given me permission to use that information. Please don't shoot Robert down, because he doesn't want inundated with this, but he is a very knowledgeable genetics pigeon keeper. Or rather, is a very knowledgeable pigeon keeper with a wealth of knowledge on genetics. So today, it's Saturday the 9th of January 2020. And I had quite a lot to do this morning, a lot of sorting out for things to do, which I've now got done. And I've only just arrived up at the allotment. And it's now 12 PM in the afternoon. So I've got the kettle on and I'm just about to have a cup of coffee. And then what my intentions are to do today is to get in and get a couple of those empty lofts cleaned out, so I know they're done and dusted, so that if I need to reuse them I can use them instantly. I also need to sort out all the fantails, as I've had a request for a purchase of the fantails, so all the fantails will be going with the exception of 1 pair. And I've also had several requests around the Staff Van Reed family. And one individual in particular who was the first, as I said, first come first served, has put his stamp on them. So hopefully they'll be going shortly as well, guys. So I need to get up to date to get those sorted out, get the pedigree sorted out according to the birds, see what I've got left of the Staff Van Reeds, and then he can make his decision based on that. And if he's not interested at that point, we'll move on to the next individual and it'll go down the line. I'm hoping, if I can this weekend, to make a start on photographing the birds to go up on the website as well. So that could happen this week or midweek, or it might even be as late as next weekend, guys. But I'm going to do my best, but I've got a lot to do. As I said, I've got to sort the fantails out. I've got to sort out all the Staff Van Reeds and pick through the birds and identify those. Get those 2 sectioned off into a clean section, ready for them to move to the new homes. Once we've got that done, if we've got any time left, we will then start to photograph the birds, but that may be tomorrow's video. I'm going to have this cup of coffee because it's absolutely Baltic. It's -2 again out there on the car. The car's reading -2 outside. The ground's frozen solid. All the drinkers were frozen solid in the pigeon lofts and the chicken shed over there. So we've sorted all that out, got all that done. And I've got a good stock of corn on again, pigeon corn and hen feed, should things deteriorate with the lockdown and make things even worse. So, as I say guys, I'm going to get on with a cup of coffee and then I'll give you a little look round if we get anything done later. I just want to say one more time, thank you very much for all your subscriptions and taking the time to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. If it's your first time here, please think about hitting the subscribe button and then the little bell icon on the right, and that'll alert you every time I put up a new video. For now guys, stay safe and I'll catch you later. Right guys, as you can see, I've now let all the cock birds out into the aviary. Those are the 15 birds we selected last week that you're seeing on the video. And they've been locked in all week to try and get them all to select a box. So I've opened the aviary up now to let them out. Most of the birds have selected themselves a box now. One or two are still debating which one they want, but they're outside now. And once my water's running again, I'll be able to put them a bath in there and let them have a bath. So I've cleaned out 2 loft sections now, and I wanted to pressure wash these. However, they're not that bad, to be perfectly honest. But the problem I have is the tap is frozen solid that I use for the pressure washer, guys. And you can see just how hard the frost has been. It's absolutely solid. I'll only split that if I try to even get it to empty. And likewise with the other one. And I can't, the tap is frozen solid. I can't even turn this at all and go that far. And if I go any further, I'll end up busting it. So they've had a good brush down with a stiff yard brush, and likewise over there. As I said, they're not too bad, to be perfectly honest, but they're clean as far as I'm concerned. They're not sparkling new, but they are clean. They've had all the worst scraped off them, etc., and they've been brushed down. So what we've done is we've emptied this section here completely, and we've cleaned all of this out, and then we moved into the other section where the frill stencils were, and we've cleaned all this out. We've put all the boxes back to make them into perches now rather than nest boxes, which means I can obviously get more birds in here. And I'm going to try and keep my sections empty, by the way, guys. So this is basically what I'm doing here. There's a guy selected the van reach, so we've got this cleaned out, and I'm going to, in a moment, move into the other lofts and start to sort through the van reach. Now I've brought the laptop up as well, because not all of them are Mark Cordwell's, and some of them are my own that I've bred myself, which are out of Mark Cordwell's and the combination of the local fanciers. So I need the laptop and the database to select these, purely and simply because some of them are as old as 4 years old now, and I need to check the records. So these 2 sheds here now are just going to be a holding space for any birds that people want when they go on the website. As they get bought out, they'll be put in here as a holding section, which will keep constantly be emptied, waiting for the courier to come and collect the birds, guys. So I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. There's not going to be much of a video today, but we are cracking on, and I'm just going to get the wood chips in here now and get this finished off, and then I'm going to start sorting through the van reach and the fantails, guys. I'll see you later. Right guys, that's a couple of good jobs jobbed. As you can see, I've warmed up with the jackets off and everything now, so I'm warm through. So that's 2 sections that were emptied. One where we were breeding the frill stencils late last year, and the other section that was for the young birds, where we put the young frill stencils until they were old enough to be put into the loft with the other ones, which they've now been for a week or 2. So thankfully the numbers are coming down significantly now. As I say, I'm just about to have this cup of coffee, and then I'm going to start sorting through what van reach I have left and getting them ready for collection. Sorry about the camera moving up and down, guys, I'm trying to get the best angle. So I'm going to get the staff van reach all sorted out. As I say, I've brought up the laptop for the database because some of them are generated pedigrees, so they're from the birds that I bought from a local fancier who still does a lot of damage, or did right up until recent last year or 2. And then there's the Mark Cordwell Van Reits as well, but I'm not 100% certain exactly which ones got sold and which ones haven't. So I've got to go and sort through those. And then I also bred some youngsters from the Cordwell Van Reits that's already sold. So I have some youngsters of those crossed with either both Mark Cordwells or crossed with Mark Cordwells plus the other family of Van Reits that I have. So we need to, I've just got to put the kettle back on again now because I need a cup of coffee. And then I'm going to go out and start and sort through all the birds and see just how many staff Van Reits is left. That will make a big dent in the numbers. And then, as I said earlier, someone has also wants to purchase all of the fantails that I have, with the exception of one pair which I decided I'm keeping. I'm keeping one pair because you never know, things can change and I might decide I want quite a few fantails fluttering around the place, and circumstances could change. As I say, I hung on to the Van Reits as long as I could because I did buy these birds with the intentions of starting to race again, guys, but I'm fortunate that I still have my full-time job, but it does take a lot of time. And in the summer months, yes, you can spend more time with the birds, but the situation that we're in at the moment is just not practical for me. Plus with the health issues, I need to drastically reduce the numbers. And the decision was made to keep the rarer coloured pigeons. And that's what I've done, guys. So we've selected 15 cocks, with 15 hens to sort through as well and keep. If we've got 15 left by the time the Van Reits have gone, and the fantails. So we'll see how that pans out. I'll give you an update on that one later, guys. I'm just going to have this cup of coffee, and then we'll give you another update, guys. I'll see you later. Right, guys, I'm having to give you the final roundup outside of the shed. Daylight is fast fading, and basically we're running out of light. It's pitch black in the shed. I've just put the kettle on for another cup of coffee because I'm parched. Right, so we've sorted out the Van Reits now. There's 16 in total to go, and then we've sorted out the fantails, and that's another 10. That's 26 birds to go. That's going to make a massive dent in the pigeons numbers, and it's going to free up a lot of loft space for me, guys. So sorry if today's video hasn't been of massive benefit to anyone. Just to let you know, I'm still here, and wish you all a happy and prosperous new year yet again. Stay safe, be practical, and keep yourselves out of harm's way. And we'll see you in the next video.